Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Styx, and a few months ago I made a video all about how I make sticker sheets using my trusty, not so trusty, Cricut machine. And today I'd like to give you a few more tips that should help if you're having more problems with your Cricut. I've learned a few more things in the months since I posted my tutorial, and hopefully they'll help you as much as they've helped me.
Before we get started, if you're looking for a full tutorial on how to make a Cricut sticker sheet, please refer to my original tutorial. I'll put a link in the card and the description. This is a follow-up tips and tricks video that doesn't have a lot of information about how to actually create your sticker sheet, so please make sure you've checked out the other one first. Okay, so this first tip I'm going to show you is an easier way to make sure that your stickers are exactly in the right position when you place them in Design Space. In my first tutorial, I mentioned that you would have to resize them once you place them in the space because Design Space for some reason does not automatically keep the size they're set at. So this can be a little bit of a trial and error thing if you don't do this tip that I'm going to show you. The first thing to do is hide all the layers except your sticker layer. That's going to be the cut layer, and this is just so you can easily see what you're doing. Then you want to zoom in pretty close because you're going to use Photoshop's pencil tool, or in Procreate or any other program you use, just a hard brush that you can set to 1 pixel. Then you want to zoom in so that you can see what marks you're making. Go to the very edge of the canvas and just draw a little line. Does not have to be very large at all. I don't know if you can even see that I've done that, but if I zoom in here, you can see that there's a little 1 pixel line right here. I do this in white because it will print, and white won't be very noticeable at the 1 pixel size. Then you just want to do this on all 4 edges. It really doesn't matter where you place it, just as long as you have a mark on all 4 edges. Then you export this as a PNG, like normal, and save it as your cut layer. Then once you've inserted your images into Design Space, they should actually come in at the exact same size because you've defined the outer edges of your cut sheet. So let's try this here. We're going to make this 4 inches wide by 6 inches tall, and then we'll make the cut part 4 inches wide by 6 inches tall. Rotate them 90 degrees and place them at 0 position. And they line up perfectly. The next tip I'm going to show you is going to be helpful if you have a Cricut like mine that is very temperamental, and no matter how many times you align it, it does not want to cut correctly. Mine tends to cut the stickers a little bit lower than they're supposed to be cut every single time. So in order to correct that, you'll see I have 2 versions of my sticker sheet. I have my print version and my cut version, and let me show you the difference. Okay, so my print file has everything set to 0 position so that it's right up to the very edges here. But as you can see in my cut file, I've separated these by background and the cut portions of the stickers. As you can see, the stickers are set to position 0.01, and this is because it will cut a little bit higher than it normally would, and what that does is it makes it actually cut where it's supposed to and not cut so close to the top edge of my stickers. It just shifts the cut up, and because I have 2 files, the print file has the sticker where it's supposed to be on the page, and this cut file just acts as though the sticker was placed a little bit higher. So that helps me to get my stickers to cut correctly, and if your Cricut is temperamental like mine, it might help you know that you can keep 2 files and just arrange the stickers as needed on the cut file. The final 2 tips are regarding the glossy sticker paper problem that I mentioned in my tutorial video. And these were actually suggestions commented on that video by some of my viewers. The first one is from Karma Crane's Illustrator, who says, "I just used glossy tape and then took it off, and the registration lines were matte. Seems to have worked." I tried this suggestion, but as you can see, I had a little bit of trouble getting the tape off afterwards. I even tried it with washi tape to try and see if the less sticky tape would work better, but I still had trouble getting that off, and it left the paper kind of sticky to touch. So I didn't prefer this method, but it could just be the way the tape reacts to the specific sticker paper that I'm using. It might work for yours. The next tip is from Monique Alencar, who says, I use an eraser just to take off a little bit of the glow, and it works pretty well with glossy paper on the Cricut. And this worked really well for me. It just takes a little bit of erasing, and it does take off that glossy texture over the registration line, which is all you need. So I would definitely recommend this one.
So guys, those are my tips. I hope they have been a help to you. I do have one final tip for you. If you haven't purchased a sticker cutting machine yet, maybe research the Silhouette machine. That's all for now, guys. I will see you in next week's video. Bye everyone.